Good morning to baristas. First of all, excuse the facial fuzz. I've been undercover. So, as you might recall, after the 9/11 attacks on September 11th, 2001, the rhetorical question of the day was, why do they hate us? And the convenient, self-excusing rhetorical answer, as given by then President W., was, they hate us for our freedom. Now, as semi-articulate as W. was, he did enunciate clearly enough the self-righteous theme of all empires toward the violent ingratitude of the unruly, barbarian peoples they are forced to conquer for the glory of God and humanity. They hate us only because they are jealous of what we have, and since they are too stupid, too lazy, too inferior to have it themselves, they must destroy it. And if you take a closer look, you see it's the same rhetoric used domestically by the rich appropriating class to justify their domestic monopoly of the good things of life at the expense of the struggling majority. Of course, the hatred may be real, but the truth is not contained in the rhetoric at any level. First, the notion that the hated are merely enjoying the just fruits of their rightful bounty when they are attacked without cause is as old as the settlement of North America. Parents would scare children around campfires with stories of how Indian war parties, led by the Bin Ladens of their day, swooped upon badly defended frontier settlements and scalped and slayed the inhabitants thereof round about, often in gruesome graphic detail with atrocious tortures, followed by the forced conversions of Westerners taken hostage, of white children and women forced to live in gender slavery under Shawnee law. No mention is made, of course, that said butchering barbarians felt something was being taken from them, like land and its resources. And they may have been asking the same rhetorical question, why do the white eyes hate us? What do they want? Why do they want what we have? It all comes down to the right of possession. Who has the just claim on the object that is the real cause of hatred? As usual, the law can only offer rough guidelines. Possession is usually taken as 9/10 of it. The rest is left to the ethics of those involved to sort out, and that only means trouble. Why do the Arabs hate us? Wails the Israeli citizen. Can't they see our being here has made the desert bloom for them too? No, they really can't. And in their more honest moments, the Israeli settler knows why he's hated, and knows he'd do the same thing if positions were reversed. In fact, Israel was the direct result of their asking that same question in Poland, and of answering it by becoming the askers in turn. At bottom, those who have taken something from someone know why they are hated, whether it's land-grabbing settlers and speculators in frontier Pennsylvania or Palestine, or rich bastards like Mitt Romney firing thousands of workers, or politicians like W. Bush. Away from the cameras, in the private recesses of their hearts and minds that they never allow you to see, they know the reason for and the answer to that question. They plan for it. They anticipate it as the logical outcome of their own behavior. They soothe their consciences with it when taking something and in dealing reprisals to keep what they've taken. In other words, they need the hatred, and if it doesn't exist, they must create it. Their lives not only would have no personal meaning without the hatred of those they abuse, their entire system requires it, as the pseudo-ethical foundation of their ill-gotten empire. In short, they do hate you. But you already know why, and you know at bottom it has nothing to do with the self-justifying excuses you give in public. W. Bush, the state of Israel, or domestic elites like Mitt Romney or the proprietor class of the Pennsylvania Commonwealth are not innocent victims set upon by irrational psychopaths. There's no in cold blood case here. These people have earned that hatred. They need it to justify their own aggression and hatred, to continue enjoying what they've taken from others. The only measure of honesty is in looking at the status of those who ask. When you hear the rich and powerful asking this question, be sure you're hearing deceit wrapped in willful ignorance and covered in its own unsavory sauce of greed. Oh, boo-boo. A morning knock on the YouTube line. Hello? Hey, George. It's George Orwell. We want to congratulate the US&A for following your playbook so well, just like it's 1984. Only we made a mistake. Obama killed Bin Laden. And you never kill your Emmanuel Goldstein, no matter what you call him. But after 12 years and a population getting pretty war-weary, we had to show progress, George, and an election's coming up. But don't worry. Bin Laden had served his purpose, and now there's no stopping the mission. War is not only peace, George, it's the permanent future.